Hello, and welcome back to the Turing Test.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
They saboed the communications array. Why did they sabo the communications array? I mean, I suppose if Tom is able to remotely transmit or update his own quote-unquote consciousness by preventing him from doing that, it might keep this instance of Tom from essentially merging with the Earth instance of Tom. So maybe they're not just trying to quarantine Europa, but trying to quarantine, or, well, I guess they are trying to quarantine Europa, but they're trying to quarantine it from Tom. I see. I see. Does that make sense? Trying to keep potentially hostile Tom from affecting Earth?
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
Right. Are you a figure of authority, Tom? I don't think it's authority they have a problem with, Tom. I think it's you. Those three may be in the correct sequence. That one's just powered outright. Can I... And that one's just powered outright, but it needs a fluctuating power source. So that's something that we can hit from a range. This is not one. So this we'll have to have a power source in almost immediately. And it'll have to be a fluctuating power source as well. Okay. Wasn't fast enough. Still not fast enough. Okay. Okay, let's look back here. All of these are moving. And they're all going to have to. Damn. And there's no way for me to retrieve any of those from up here. Is there another... That won't let me high enough. But I don't want this to be permanently powered. And I don't want this to be permanently powered. So the only one we want powered indefinitely, I think, is this one, right? No. It was not that one. I think it was this one. Right? Because then, by fluctuating power in this one, yes. Okay. Yeah. And then...
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team, they're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
Yeah. I can see why that would piss a guy off. Oh, that move's weird. Sure. Well, he definitely did threaten them. I mean, in more than one way. I mean, we know he did because I see. We know he threatened them because of what he did with the doctor. The doctor was experimenting. He turned everyone against the doctor via the implants.
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control.
And he opposed their tests, presumably because, as far as we know right now, I think, because they were testing on humans after they had been told not to. Okay. And so because they disobeyed ISA protocol, they all got in trouble. Let's take those. So yeah, they went against protocol. And so Tom, being a robot, tried to enforce protocol. I can't take that from here. It's such a short amount of time. Surely. I must be missing something, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah. So Tom didn't like being fooled around with. He also didn't like that they messed with protocol. I wonder if that instead, that should have the same effect, but then if I just remove that, yeah. So yeah, Tom didn't like being messed with, is what it currently boils down to. Okay. And because they were experimenting on humans
Ava,
without...
I do not want to force your hand. But what do you remember of the ground team?
They're good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right. Do you see them as the rebellious type?
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
So Tom was just trying to enforce ISA protocol, is all. And when he started taking action against the crew in an effort to do that, the crew realized their free will was subject to him and decided to do something about it. Okay. And now, am I gonna fuck myself doing that? Only one way to find out. Okay. So get those stairs back up. I need my box. My box is up there. Shit. Can't open this door from here. What does this do? That opens that door. Okay. I shouldn't need the stairs there. Should I? Yes, I do. Wait a minute. Because now that door is closed, so I have to come this way. Let me think. I wonder... Okay, but the idea is there. I don't want it to go down the stairs crazy fast. Shit. Yeah. Okay. So open this. Open that. But why? What does that get me? Because don't I need another... No.
Daniel, are you all right?
I'm perfectly well. I'm going to live forever, don't you know?
If you will allow me, I would like to congratulate you on your good work.
What are you talking about?
Securing the organism, keeping Earth safe.
We're not made to live forever, Tom. Especially not here.
Why do you say that?
We find the cure for death, and now we're immortal. Immortal and alone. I can't live here forever, on some freezing backwater moon, feeding off vegetables grown in my own feces, starving, endlessly young, a wasted life, live forever.
Daniel, I am sorry that you cannot go home. The ISA are wondering what to do with Ava.
What do you mean?
She is still on the Fortuna. Do we send her home? Or do we send her a sample of the organism?
I could pilot a sample to the Fortuna.
You would have to travel back to Europa, Daniel. You couldn't board the Fortuna. The risk of back contamination is too large. Ava would have to bring the sample back to Earth.
Could you allow a ship out?
I am not able to do that.
Executive override. Daniel Joseph McLean.
Okay. But only for you, Daniel. The rest of the crew cannot know about this.
Say I've gone missing.
I am afraid I can't lie.
It's not a lie.
You called. How's progress? Very good. We've exposed several organisms to organism 119. We found out what it does.
It has had miraculous results.
Go on.
We've infected fruit flies and some plants, and they've not aged at all. The organism seems to be repairing them and stopped biological aging processes. We don't know how yet.
You must be repairing the DNA or has some rejuvenation power. Are you? Sure?
I'm sure. These plants should have died 2 weeks ago.
Huh. I don't know how they react to this.
Michelle, can you keep a secret? Of course. Turn off your radio.
I think I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Chris, You won't be able to have a child here.
Keep your voice down.
Sarah, you won't go full term here.
Don't you think I know that?
The microgravity, the environment. There's not enough food or water. How will it survive? I need to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it. We could shut down the communication, alright? Just for a couple of hours.
That's a hand. I think there's the feet. It's not going to make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Gravity is too low here. It's not going to develop properly. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't take it anymore.
No one has to find out.
You did this.
You don't mean that.
Get off!
Not good. Did Tom find out about that as well? Oh. I'm going backwards. Whoops. Huh. Can I? No. Cannot bring anything from the previous room. That's not a switch. Those two just alternate. Okay, so that instantly closes when it's on purple. It'll stay open for a moment when it's on green.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No. This is a lock.
Yeah.
This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key, Ava.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about being the key, Tom. Okay. So that'll open that door. That shuts off the bridge. Okay. And there's a box. Okay. Gentle. Oop.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine.
That's
We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you.
It's not a diagnostic, Tom. Let me think. Is that? Yes, it is. Okay.
We must work together as allies. Friends.
Okay.
Third one's not working. Okay. So that'll keep the middle one on. That'll keep the end one on. Okay, so step here. Do that. Do that. Do that. That. Okay. Fuck. Up, up.
This is the voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I counsel you caution. Your presence here is much like your AI friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah. Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
That withdraws that. Why? What does it do to be withdrawn? Why do we want to withdraw that? So, that's for that door, that's for that door, right? Yeah. So... But if I power them both, then what does that do to the big thing? Which we don't want to power them both yet, because they need to be facing the right way. So what happens if I power both of those? Seemingly nothing. Oh. Okay, so we've got a powered bridge there. Somehow we need to flip that lock. This is powered by... Okay, so the bridge is powered by the right-hand side one. I see. I see now. I think that's the right angle. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I see it. Okay. You enjoy your snackapoo. Okay. Rotate. I think that's rotated correctly. There we go. Up.
Ava, exercise caution.
What?
I know I'm controlled. Sarah? I am a drone. Oh, they're taking control away from me.
What is this?
I know I'm controlled. Don't trust Tom. I don't. Tom's slave.
Ava Turing,
Hello?
Tom is controlling you, manipulating your every step. We built a Faraday cage to shield you from electronic signals, and to break Tom's control of your mind.
Okay.
Step inside.
Ava, do not enter the cage. Ava. Ava, please. Please, Ava.
What is this?
This is free will, Ava. Tom has made you his slave. Outside of the cage, he will regain control of your mind. He has the power to indoctrinate you. I've opened your eyes. I'll meet you in person soon.
Why, Tom?
Ava, please listen. I warned you of the ground team. They are manipulating you.
Have you been controlling me?
Every member of the team agreed to neuroimplants to safeguard this mission from a misplaced sense of justice.
I didn't know you were playing me like a violin.
Ava, I am sorry that you are upset. We can work together, Ava, to search for the truth.
Open the door.
I'll
No.
open the door because I trust you, Ava. Do you trust me?
Yes.
Do you?
We need to get to the ground team. We can work together.
All right. Let's work together.
Okay. Are we working together? Okay. Oh no, now I can swap. Okay. It is very dark in this little room, which is fine. So, Tom, I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Ava, are you okay?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes sense. Weak drones on Mars. Why not use drones on Europa?
Not human drones.
Yeah.
Why did the ISA install implants in the crew?
It is due to the fundamental aspects of human behavior, which together constitute International Space Agency calls the human element. It has been made clear that the human element is neither peripheral nor opposite the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the thoughts and actions of the crew matches the desires of the ISA.
Right.
I control people. Can't you trust us?
We chose to install biometric chips in all ISA astronauts for one simple reason.
Okay.
We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a contingent of humanity endanger the whole.
I mean,
The ground crew have proven our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed them they were grounded, they responded violently, with sabotage and subterfuge. They have continued to seek their own benefit above that of the ISA.
so what you're saying, Tom, is that this corporation wasn't willing to trust us to make these decisions on our own. And instead, they trusted you to make those decisions. what's powering that door. That is. And any divergence from ISA's decisions was considered a threat, and because
This is a violation of human rights. You've made me into a human drone, a slave. How could the ISA approve of such a thing?
You may be consumed by a moral outrage, but sometimes the removal of freedom is for the greater moral good.
You're a machine. You don't even know what freedom is.
But maybe he has some strange sense of freedom, Ava. I mean, I'm not saying that what his sense of freedom is right, but it's not necessarily entirely wrong either. How do I power those? That's how. Okay, get that door open. Where did I put the block? Okay, the block is on the bottom of that. So let's move it there. And then disable power on you to get the block there. Move the block around over there. Move that there. No. And there.
This is why the ground crew doesn't trust you, Tom. You made them into drones.
Yeah.
You stole their free will.
Yeah.
Free will is an illusion. They have put their interests above the interests of the ISA and of humanity. That is why they distrust me. They would have no issue with my control if it aligned with their ignoble goals.
How could they trust a machine that has a back door to their minds?
You can always trust a machine to be logical.
Yeah.
I will always do the right thing.
You'll always do the logical thing.
Yeah. There's a distinct difference between those things. Yeah. Take this. What? Okay, so that works. Give me this. Okay. This puts me back in there. Give me this. Okay. That won't work. I see. Okay. No. What was it? Was it? Okay. Give me this. Okay. 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 Is it possible to keep this door open with 2 purples? It is. It's just a shorter interval, which is fine. That doesn't work. Okay. And a single green's not going to be enough to keep this door open. Give me my purple back. Crap, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work because they're out of sequence. That doesn't work long enough. That's got to be 3 purples there. That's 2 greens. So I've only got 2 purples, which means first door, I can swap out the 2 greens for 2 purples. Okay. it's the Chinese room. I don't speak Chinese though.
Have you heard of the Chinese room, Tom?
Yes, but I do not understand it.
What don't you understand?
It argues that a computer that successfully impersonates a human speaker may not understand the meaning of their words. What does that mean?
So, there is a person stuck inside of the Chinese room. They are using an instruction book inside of the room to respond to a Chinese speaker outside of the room. Yes?
Yes.
This means they are following the instructions in a book. This is a set of rules, principles, and processes. This is called syntax. To the person in the Chinese room, they are just symbols like any others.
Okay.
But that's different from semantics. Semantics define what things mean. Our thoughts have meaning. They represent things. English speakers know what the word home means, and they know how it is different from the word house.
So what?
Programs don't have semantics. Programs only have syntax. Though an increase in syntax can imitate a mind, that does not make it a mind, even if it does pass the Turing test.
But in the Chinese room, the man and the instruction book, though separately they don't understand Chinese, together they can write it.
That's true. But even together, they do not understand the meanings of the words.
Why not? How can you determine that?
What if the man memorized the instruction book? Then he could write Chinese, but he still would have no idea of the word's meanings.
I don't understand. If he can speak it, he understands it. You seem to want him to understand it in a different way. But this other way, it is not logical. It does not make sense to me. I've been researching.
Okay.
This Chinese room experiment, it is flawed.
Really?
If we made a synthetic brain, we could synthesize a duck's behavior 100% accurately. That brain would be indistinguishable from a duck's brain. If it swims like a duck and quacks like a duck, then it is probably a duck.
Okay, Tom.
Listen, Mikhail. I know the difference between a house and a home.
Yes, good.
Do you think you're better than me?
No.
But you think I am different, do you?
Yes.
I am conscious.
Me too.
No, you're not. You've just arrived at that conclusion, because that's the idea your programming converged on.
I am conscious. How about you prove to me you are conscious?
I'm not arguing with a robot.
You're not better than me, Mikhail.
This door still doesn't open for fucking long enough. What do you see, dude? Oh. I think So Tom wants to work together. He wants to instill trust.
This is slavery.
But
Do not
yeah,
be so melodramatic. You signed up for this. You had the implant installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I didn't know.
Every member had the implant installed into their right hand. Every member of the team agreed.
Ava, you must learn to control him.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained will. You can either subject your mind to logic, or you can resist and have the fruits of your basest desires. The desire to survive over the desire to save others. I do not understand your obsession with free will. Researchers have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10 seconds before your conscious mind becomes aware of it. So, we know that free will is nothing but an illusion. I cannot steal your free will, because it does not exist. I can, however, influence your subconscious to make the right decisions. That is not wrong.
you can't steal free will, sure. But you can sure as shit manipulate it. I mean, there's that whole sort of talk of, you know, how much of what we do on a day-to-day basis really is free will. You know, do you really have free will if you have to go to a job every day? Do you have free will if you have to do the things that you have to do to survive, right? And so that's kind of the thought process. But when you're constrained to the kind of environment that Tom is constrained to, does that not come with its own forms of freedom? I mean, he's got the freedom to operate the station, and yeah, he's got protocols he has to follow, but so does every human being. Human being protocols may be different than his. You know, we gotta eat, we gotta sleep, we gotta do all that kind of stuff. Tom.
You can't just manipulate someone's mind.
Your parents manipulate you. Your friends manipulate you.
True.
Your society manipulates you.
Also true.
And your experiences manipulate you.
Also true.
Manipulate is not a dirty word. You manipulate clay to make art. If people are manipulated to make better decisions, then that is a good thing. This is why society advertises the adversing and driving. To manipulate people into making better decisions for the common good.
That's not the same, altering someone's physical mind. It removes my power to decide.
You never had that power, and so it is better that I have it. You are either a slave to your impulses, or a slave to mine.
It's not the same, Tom. You're drawing false equivalences. Like, I mean, I get what he's saying. And in some ways, he's not wrong. But of course, there's
This
more.
is the evil they found. This is why we have to stop them leaving Europa, Ava.
What is it?
Mostly extremophiles. Tiny single-cellular life. It can never leave Europa. It could potentially destroy Earth's ecosystem if it were ever introduced.
Isolated samples, a bunch of sciencey stuff. Holy fuck. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, system will automatically reboot. Critical failure, sure. Things are getting weird.